So I'm Gillian Brownson, and I usually work as someone that writes and tells stories, usually traditional stories, but contemporary work as well. I was sure that I wanted to work with volunteers because they're people that I can see making a difference in the future. And for me, at the beginning, that's what we were talking about, is how we're safeguarding the future. So I wanted to talk to or be involved with what volunteers do. And I knew that I wanted to be creative with volunteers. And throughout the process, I realised that the creativity with that group of people was going to come from what they actually do when they're volunteering. And we decided in the end that the way to do that would be by listening to the sounds of their experience and finding something interesting in those sounds, and it was born into a podcast. A flexible way of working which allows practitioner and people, or us as a community of people, to find our own way and define what creativity is naturally, rather than in any way that might be in a textbook or but we had to be a community of human beings to find what it is to be creative naturally. That's in its simplest way. That's how I've come to understand it. I've learned some digital skills that I didn't have before. I've learned how to, better listen and notice in environments because I've had to, because I've produced a podcast. There's some sort of very technical skills and skills that I'm now not scared of using again. So there's that. And then the other thing is about being even more flexible than I thought I was. And I really wish that I'd learnt that lesson a little earlier in our process, because it's been quite a precious year. And it took at least 6 months for me to get to the point where I started feeling really comfortable. But that's fine, I had to take that 6 months. But finding comfort, so I was first outside my comfort zone and then had to go through a journey to find a comfortable place in order to respond. So that's been an important learning process as well. Just that it's felt like a really important personal journey, and usually as someone that works on a freelance basis and commissions are coming in, regularly, and you don't really have time to think about what you're doing. You do it because you love it and you know that you can do it well, but you never really have time to think about it. What's been really lovely about this project is I've been able to think as Jill, not the creative practitioner, but as a person, existing with a group of other people, whether that's the volunteers or yourselves or the team. That's been a real luxury, and it's helped me move forward then in my work. Never usually do that, so it's been invaluable for that reason. Diolch.